The thesis was US SaaS, and in India it was B2B marketplaces. That's another thing we liked a lot. So B2B aggregation, capability aggregation businesses. So it's a term I have coined. I call it capability aggregation, where we have a startup which goes to another business, an SMB, and sort of outsources an entire department out of this SMB. So for example, you take an Udan. They go to let's say a retailer of sorts, and in that retailer says that, hey, you have been doing procurement for aeons. Now you don't do procurement, I'll do procurement for you. Or fundamentally do procurement with me, or an off business, same pitch.
Correct.
Or an infra market, same pitch in different spaces. So fundamentally, these are companies which take your procurement department out, and then they aggregate on the other side a bunch of suppliers, so that net what happens is that at the end of the day, this SMB is able to procure at a larger assortment than they were doing before. Procure at better prices because of economies of scale than they were doing before. Better turnaround times for things that had to be delivered with more visibility and control on turnaround time. And also better credit because this is much more sort of organized than any wholesale market or mandi can ever be. So that's the fundamental thesis. And if you notice, the nature of these levers is that each of these four levers becomes better as the company scales. So this is the definition of a network effect. That as Udan becomes bigger or as infra market becomes bigger, all of the SMBs that are procuring through them are going to get even better assortment, even better price, even better turnaround time, and even better credit. In which case, these things are sort of in a winner-take-all network effect situation. So those are the kind of companies that we invest in apart from US SaaS. So the first company I invested in is a company called ClaimBuddy, which is exactly this kind of a capability aggregation for the collection department within hospitals. So every hospital in India has a collection department employing between 3-4 people to maybe as many as 20 people, whose job is to collect money from insurance companies.
I see.
And again, the problem is that on one side, there are hundreds and thousands of hospitals, and on the other side, there are these 30 insurance companies. Now, any hospital in their region ends up working closely with just 3 or 4 insurance companies, and the other 26 very tough to work with. So, if you look at the receivables in any on the books of any hospital, you will see a lot of cases of 180-day receivables and whatnot from the same insurance companies. So, this company
And
ClaimBuddy,
it's a working capital issue for this hospital.
yes, absolutely. So, ClaimBuddy goes to these companies and says that, hey, you don't do collections. Outsource it to me, I will do collections, and I will aggregate that capability. So what will happen is that if you do collection, you do well with 2-3 companies and not so well against the other 26-27 companies. Let me do it. I do it not just for you, but 99 other hospitals, which is why I have relations with all 30 companies. So I can get this money much faster than you can. And second, because I have been doing this for some time, I have built a book, I have actual capability to underwrite your existing balance sheet receivable. So if you have 4 crore rupees of receivable, I can actually underwrite the damn thing and give you 3 crore rupees or whatever on day one. So your working capital is free and your people are free. You do what you do best, we'll do what we do best. And we will, of course, become stronger and stronger as we grow bigger and bigger.